At Boardroom Insiders, we tell you what's top of mind with top business leaders. Today, we're going to talk about CIOs and what they're up to now that we're 4 months into this COVID-19 crisis. So let's review how we got here. As the crisis unfolded, technology leaders faced this colossal task of enabling work from home. Then they had to tighten up the significant security gaps that come along with that. They also stepped up initiatives around cloud, automation, and e-commerce in order to keep the business running. In fact, CIOs say that COVID-19 did more to speed up their digital transformation plans than anything else in recent history. But now that we're past that initial scramble, what's going on? Well, our team has spent the last 2 weeks diving into dozens of CIO interviews, and we've identified 5 byproducts of the COVID-19 era that some CIOs are describing as silver linings. Number 1, tech leaders are using this time to upskill and reskill their teams. Now, skills gaps have long been a major pain point in IT because technology changes so quickly. And with everyone stuck at home, tech vendors and experts have rolled out a whole host of free training and education programs. And CIOs are taking them up on it, which means they can train their teams without incurring any travel costs and registration fees. Number 2, CIOs are also using this time to do some of their own professional development when it comes to upping their leadership skills, improving communication, and keeping their teams engaged. And they say it's paying off. They say their teams are more productive, more collaborative, more agile, and morale is on the rise. Number 3, the pandemic has obliterated a major cultural obstacle that most companies have struggled with forever. So change management is how we describe the challenge of getting employees to adopt new tools and technology. And it can be a real headache. But when workers were suddenly sent home, they just had to figure it out. And they did. CIOs say that workers are embracing new tools, which is driving new levels of productivity and employee self-service across the enterprise. Number 4, for CIOs, this work from home experiment has served as kind of a future of work lab, if you will. They've been forced to rethink business processes, which has driven a wave of innovation internally. And it's also allowed them to observe how a remote workforce really behaves. And they say that they're starting to map out their vision of what the future of work should really look like at their companies. And finally, you know how a lot of us use this time to tackle those big projects that we could never seem to get to, but were still important. CIOs are using this time to do some important housekeeping too, like testing and revising business continuity plans and enhancing critical security tools and protocols so that when the next crisis hits, they'll be ready. So those are our 5 unexpected silver linings for CIOs. We've published even more content from our CIO research in the blog post that goes along with this video, including this summary of current CIO priorities. This is a living dashboard that can be accessed through our new BI Pro platform, and it gets updated and changes as CIO priorities change. And you can generate this not just for CIOs, but for other audience segments too. So I hope you'll check that out. And until next time, thanks so much for listening.